So maybe the flash on top would work, because this is a nice fan sign here.
Everyone
back, worshipping Pawn, who makes his return. It's actually been a very long time.
Megana is going to come in. We'll see whether Umti actually waits for that one. He's going to move on over, understanding that the hop is not going to be available. The fat flash will be necessary here, potentially, but Smeb's just going to do the full walk around. Boulder is going to slow down Umti. Not going to find the wallop, as this last shot is going to do a lot of damage.
Not seeing Grace take over this lane just yet, but with the W buffs, you have to think the dissonance is going to be annoying.
Oh, there's a shockwave.
Wrong way, though.
Yeah, it's going to move Pawn to the right direction, as he's just going to run away. Flash comes in. Oh, red buff is going to be enough, and Umti gets the first blood.
Man, a calculation just on there. Exactly burned him to death. Nicely done by JVNA. Thought at the time he would just run in and die.
Yep,
Speaking of running in and dying.
Played as Smeb's going to jump out. Slicing Maelstrom's in there, though, as Umti is looking for his second successful gank, and he'll get it. Picks it up, 2-0 now for JVNA.
He's been taking this series, game's definitely not over, and KT are rotating.
We got a Realm Warp available here for Pawn as well as Nova. He does still have his flash available, but Teddy is going to get dove underneath this turret. Remember, this is a Vladimir though. He's probably going to have a good time, but man, that burst damage came out of nowhere. Pawn's going to answer that first.
So far the attention has worked, even if it's not to a kill.
There's the flash taunt though, yeah. Hemoplague's going to come down as well. As Deft used the ultimate, that shield is going to be enough to keep him alive.
So that's why the Rise shouldn't be answered. Umti cannot walk up to the tri-brush, that'd be suicide.
And Mata is going to jump in here, doesn't find the pulverize as the pillar comes down as well. They invest a lot, and the slow now onto Mata could be a problem.
Already spent 800 gold on Executioner's Calling. Looking for Umti, they might find the pincer.
Yeah, there's the flash headbutt pulvers, in goes Deft. They're on the wrong side. JVNA Green Wings, but there's 4 members here, and Score caught out of position. In goes Smeb, he's got a Nahbar in a fantastic spot. Wants to find his way forward, but doesn't actually get there. Flash from Soan because of the amount of respect for the engage as now Teddy might found himself in a good position. Flashes forward with the Hemoplague. Mata wants to find his way in as well as KT very softened from the Vladimir damage. Another double pulverize as KT, do they want to engage or disengage? Mata says engage, but they say no. Slicing Maelstrom in the backline for JVNA Green Wings, and KT just gets slaughtered. Deft, the last man standing. Somehow Smeb is going to survive, but Deft is not going to be as lucky. Teddy grabs that kill.
So they fail to understand where they're at in so many different ways. Let's talk about this. Remember, it's 4v5 already at this moment. The Trundle goes down. We've seen, unfortunately, a lot of games where the 4-man Hemoplague's been perfect, but it's too early in the game for the damage to register. But KT re-engage. Mata goes in. When the teleport's still up on the cannon, he shows up in the backline and says, thank you very much. They don't kill Smeb, who gets away on single-digit HP, but they do get, depending on how the fight goes. So it's pretty even, all things considered, and already we're seeing plays like this that seem pretty desperate.
Yeah, Pawn's going to Realm Warp, but we got Stand United available, and the taunt immediately comes in. Oh god, okay, in comes Kaiser, and that is going to save Pawn's life and grab them a kill. And Cube are resident team fighters as Score flashes out of the way of the Shockwave, but the engage is all too strong, and the Trundle is going to fall down. Subjugate not enough to keep him alive, as now Pawn just waiting behind that wall. Teddy checks the face of Mata and Deft as Hemoplague goes down. That's onto Mata as well, but thankfully has the ultimate, as now they're going for the turnaround. Teddy has the Stand United on top of him, but the stopwatch is too good. Deft misses the auto, but finds it in the end, and KT Rolster, they answer. It's a 1-for-1, trading the jungler for the awesome dude bottom lane.
Mata baits him in, but does it actually mean they still lose Baron? Pawn knows about this one, but holy crap, it's fast!
Yep, that's what 3 Mountain Drakes are going to do for you. 3.5 minutes of that Baron buff now, as Void Seeker is going to miss. Okay, we'll see whether Pawn can do enough damage. He certainly can, as the Shen is going to melt. The Rise. Score's moving on over, as we've got a bit of a fight here towards the bottom side. Smeb has to flash into the 1 versus 1, and Stand United's going to make it 2v2 down here as Score turns up as well. Stand United's interrupted, but now JVNA trying to fight on the other front as well. Teddy in there trying to burst out Deft, and should be able to do so. Dashes over. Oh my god, Deft turns it on its head, but is the explosion damage going to be enough? Supercharger is good, and thankfully Crimson Rush is there for Teddy to lock down that kill. JVNA do manage to grab themselves the tower on the bottom lane, but there's a Rise being pesky clearing out minion waves there as well.
Oh, they even have time to mark him. Will they find the right brush, though? Umti gonna face check the first.
Oh no, he pops his head out. Okay, Dance Barrow should be...
Hey!
Oh! Pawn turns it on its head in the 1v1. Can he find the passive yet again? He does so as So-Won. Not enough AP to make that one work, but thankfully the minions were buffed by the Baron buff. All the time, and this game is feeling no different.
Pawn is doing some tactical play.
Oh yes, we haven't decided whether it's inting just yet. It's KT looking to try and go for the re-engage. Remember, this is a 2 versus 1 as Umti may have to use his ultimate. He does so. Shockwave is going to catch Pawn, but puts him right back into the Lam's fight. Oh god, good flash at the last second. Gets Pawn out of the way as the ball not going to find him. There are now 3 members chasing after the professor of the top lane. Okay, Grace, he's going to soak a Q and finally gets rid of the Rise. Are we cheeky control ward in the back of the pit?
They
Great
do,
timing.
this one real fast.
Yep, Flash is available here for Score, who can get himself into the pit. Is now Nova. He was trying to gatekeep. Oh god, that pillar! Beautiful timing is now... Oh wow! Smeb and Pawn just jump on top of Teddy. Not enough Sanguine pull. I don't even think he had the ability to use Worthy. Is now Marta lying in wait. Will have the Pulverize. Can he buy enough time? Is the question as Grace gets booped in, but everyone was on different pages. Do we start the Baron? Do we continue? What do we actually do here? As that's the free pick available. Umti as well now trying to dance forward as Deft. You know that he can get very aggressive. Yeah, teleport available as Teddy does jump his way forward, but now KT are on the correct side. Lamb's Respite is going to stop Deft from getting the execution, but that's not where they want it. Pawn is going to go down. It's going to be the ultimate coming in from the Shen that seals the deal, and So-Won does have the rest of the damage. Celebration Shockwave. And JVNA, I believe, just won the game.
They definitely did. Atlas are going to win this game, number 1. Trying to do a favor for Gen G, who probably are the most benefited. Kingzone Dragon X as well. With these 3 mountains, they look at the turrets and laugh.
Yep, they look at the turrets, and the turrets, I believe, just crumble themselves. As Marta now back in base, but he's not going to do anything about this one. The Nexus is going to explode. 12,000 gold was the lead in the end at 40 minutes, and JVNA once again come out victorious.
Of all the games I have cast, that was certainly one of them, Atlas, as JVNA Green Wings were able to pick up the first game victory. It was classic JVNA versus KT. Picking the MVP here is going to be a tricky one. A lot of members of JVNA had some good games on their side. Nice jungling performance from Umti.
Yep.
Everything came together. It did not for KT Rolster. And now the question is, we saw one game of Pawn. It was exactly what we expected. Will we see a second one?
I'm not entirely sure. I personally would love to, Papa Smithy, because that was a whole lot of fun. Despite what KT fans might think, being a KT fan is a pretty easy one if you want to just enjoy yourself, as long as you're not too invested in how well they do or don't do on Summoner's Rift. Let's have a look at some of the highlights of this game.
So Marta was setting up to try to make a big play. Unfortunately, had no health bar instantly. They were still taking the Baron because KT were doing 2 things at once. Needed to turn earlier, but they were trying to bait for Marta to get a big pick. Unfortunately, they were the ones who ended up being baited. Vladimir gets backline access. Doesn't really achieve too much in the backline, but wastes time. The minion wave's already here, and that minion wave is what is ridden by JVNA all the way to a Game 1 victory. If KT Rolster to go top, they can still do it with any match win, but they need to find 2 games in a row against JVNA, who are looking to go back-to-back. Griffin, and then KT.
Yeah, they are taking names, denying top spots left, right, and center. They may just be...